Hello and welcome back to Learn English with Sakil. If you are looking to sharpen your English skills, you are in the right place. Today, we are focusing on something essential, that is improving your sentence structure. Whether you are writing an email, an essay, or simply chatting, the way you construct your sentences can make a huge difference. By the end of this video, you will have the tools you need to create clear and effective and engaging sentence. So let's get started. Basic sentence structure. Let's begin with the basics. A simple English sentence usually follows the subject plus verb plus object structure. For example, take the sentence: the cat chased the mouse. Here, the cat is the subject, chased is the verb, and the mouse is the object. This structure is the foundation of all sentences because it conveys a complete thought. But how can we make this sentence more descriptive? By adding adjective, adverbs, and prepositional phrases. For example, the black cat quickly seized the mouse under the table. Now we have got a richer, more vivid image. The key takeaway here is that every sentence should convey a complete thought, and adding details makes it more engaging. Try this yourself. Take a simple sentence like the dog barked and see how you can expand it. Maybe it becomes the big dog barked loudly at the stranger in the yard. As you practice, you will get better at constructing more detailed and informative sentences. Second one is common sentence errors. Now that we have covered the basics, let's talk about some common mistakes people make when constructing sentences. One of the most frequent errors is the run-on sentence. This happens when you cram two or more independent clauses into one sentence without proper punctuation or conjunctions. For example, I went to the store. I bought some milk. This can be confusing, right? A simple fix is to add a conjunction or a period. I went to the store and I bought some milk. Another common mistake is creating sentence fragments. These are incomplete sentences that don't express a full idea. Take this fragment while running to the bus. It leaves you hanging. You can fix it by adding more information. While running to the bus, I tripped and fell. Finally, let's talk about misplaced modifiers. These occur when descriptive words or phrases are not placed near the word they are supposed to modify, leading to confusion. For instance, she almost drove her kids to school every day. This suggests she did not actually drive them. To clarify, you would say she drove her kids to school almost every day. Understanding and correcting these common errors will drastically improve your sentence construction. Remember, clarity is key. Sentence variety. Imagine reading a paragraph where every sentence is the same length and structure. It gets boring quickly, doesn't it? That's why varying your sentence structure is so important. It keeps your writing or speech lively and engaging. There are four main types of sentence you can use to add variety. Simple sentences. These contain just one independent clause. For example, I like coffee. Secondly, compound sentences. These join two independent clauses with a conjunction. For instance, I like coffee and I drink it every morning. Complex sentences. These combine an independent clause with a dependent clause. An example would be, although I like coffee, I prefer tea in the afternoon. Compound and complex sentences. These include at least two independent clauses and one dependent clauses. For example, although I like coffee, I drink tea in the afternoon and I have coffee in the morning. By mixing these sentence types, you can create a rhythm in your writing that captures the reader's or listener's attention. So next time you are writing, think about how you can vary your sentence to keep things interesting. Improving sentence flow. Let's talk about sentence flow. Good sentence flow ensures that your ideas transition is smoothly, making your writing or speech easy to follow. One way to achieve this is by using transition words like however, therefore, and moreover. These words act like bridges between your sentences, guiding the reader or listener through your ideas. For example, instead of saying, I was tired, I finished my work, you could say, I was tired but I finished my work. Here, the word but helps the ideas flow together naturally. Another important aspect of sentence flow is punctuation. Proper use of commas, periods, and the other marks can greatly enhance the readability of your sentences. For example, let's eat, grandma, is very different from let's eat, grandma. A simple comma changes the whole meaning. Remember, a smooth sentence flow makes your writing more readable and your speech more natural. Number 5. Enhancing sentence clarity. Clarity in your sentences ensures that your message is understood exactly as you intended to. To achieve this, choose precise words instead of basis one. For example, instead of saying he did something amazing, you could say he won the first prize in the competition. This version is much clearer and more specific. Another tip for clear sentence is to maintain the proper order of words. Typically, subject, verb, then object, and be careful with phrases that might be confusing, like double negatives. For instance, I don't have nothing to say should be I don't have anything to say. By focusing on clarity, you will ensure that your communication is effective and that your readers or listeners understand your message without confusion. Here are practice exercises. Now that we have covered the key elements of improving your sentences, it's time to practice. I'm going to show you a few sentences that could use some improvement, and I want you to try fixing them on your own. Here is the first one. The book on the table, I want to read it. How would you improve this? 7. Conclusion and final tips. To wrap things up, let's quickly recap the main points we covered today. We started with the basics of sentence structure, learned how to avoid common errors, explored different types of sentences, and discussed how to improve sentence flow and clarity. Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you work on these skills, the more natural they will become. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get notified of new content. Also feel free to check out my other videos on grammar tips and vocabulary building. Thank you so much for watching and keep practicing your English. See you in the next video. Call to action. Before you go, I would love to hear from you. Share your improved sentences in the comments below, or let me know if there are any topics you would like me to cover in future videos. And if you are looking for more tips on improving your English, be sure to watch my other videos on grammar and vocabulary. See you next time on Learn English with Sakil.